Now let's talk about the machinery spaces in the cabin. We'll start with the space that's forward of the settee. There's an upholstered panel that has Velcro that pulls away and exposes the batteries for the bow thruster and windlass, battery charger for those batteries, the hot water heater, and the machinery that allows the table that's up in the forward seating area to raise and lower. Lifting the cushion at the front of the settee will expose a fiberglass hatch that can be lifted out to show you the bow thruster, the windlass breaker, the windlass relay, and there's also a battery switch for the bow thruster windlass in that same area. The fuse for the bow thruster is on the bulkhead just behind the bow thruster, and there's a spare fuse tie wrapped onto the fuse holder. There's a rectangular hatch in the cabin sole just after the cabin table. This is access to the water tank sender. The steps that come into the cabin will lift up when you release the latch that's on the riser of the bottom step. That will expose the air conditioning machinery. Beneath that is the raw water pump for the air conditioning system. There's a through hull in the bottom of the boat in the compartment under the head cabin sole. That through hull feeds the raw water pump for the air conditioning system. There's also a sump pump in a box for a shower sump in this same compartment. When you lift the hatch that's in the head compartment, you'll expose the bilge pumps, the through hull for the cabin air conditioning, the high water alarm mechanism, the through hull for the head discharge, along with the Y valve that diverts waste from the toilet to the holding tank or overboard when conditions apply. And you also have a switch underneath the coaming that is a momentary switch that allows you to pump the holding tank over the side when you're in international waters. There's a pop-out breaker right next to that momentary switch that will reset if it pops out. Lastly, we have a big space that has lots of electronics equipment and fuses and circuit breakers that are on the inside of the console. This is an easy access to these components that are located in the console itself.